So place a block or the blanket underneath your shoulder blades or where the bra strap is. You might need to move up and down a few times. Relax the head down on the floor. If it's too much for you to place the head on the floor, use another block or another little support for the head. With the legs, open the knees outwards with the feet together. And at any time, if this becomes too much, simply bend the knees or straighten the legs. We're going to stay here for a while. Let's adjust the arms as well. So 2 positions for the arms that I'm going to show you. One is opening the arms to the side so they're perpendicular to the body, turning the palms up. This is the less intense position for the arms, for the shoulders. If you want to open up in your chest a little deeper, maybe stretch the arms above the head. And here there is an option to grab the opposite elbows. So at any time, if the position of the arms or the legs becomes too much, feel free to change it into anything that feels comfortable. And then slowly let's start to drop into the mat to release and let go. If there's anything you're holding on to, just let it go. It can be muscles, it can be thoughts, it can be ideas, patterns, plans. Whatever you have at the moment, just try and let it go. Stop resisting the moment and fully immerse yourself into it. An opportunity here to totally come back to your body and feel its every corner, every little cell, bone, organ, tissue. Check in with the body. Maybe take a moment to ask it how it feels, what it needs, without maybe expecting a response. Maybe you'll just know it intuitively. And start noticing your breath. Follow your inhalations and exhalations. Without changing the breath just yet, allow it to be natural, easy. Notice if your face is relaxed. Very often we tend to hold a lot of tension. The forehead, the eyebrows, the jaws, the lips, clenching the teeth. So see if you can let go and relax the entire face. And if you're holding the elbows, maybe switch the position of the arms. And continue with your breath and continue with your descent down into the earth. Feel like you're leaving an imprint, your body leaving a mark on the floor, a little dent in the mat. And as your body becomes more and more relaxed, you're sinking deeper and deeper into your mat. And here take special care to release in the area of the shoulders, the armpits. If it's time for you to change the position of the arms, you can allow them to come sideways, a much less intense position. If it's too much for you to keep the legs as they are, just find an easier position. And let's take together 3 deep breaths into the belly and then expanding into the chest. And then slowly exhaling, pushing the air from the chest and then down from the belly, fully relaxing the body. 2 more. Inhaling, expanding, opening up in all 3 directions. And exhaling, letting go, becoming heavier. The dent in your mat becoming deeper. One final deep inhalation. And a full, complete exhalation. And at the bottom of the exhale, hold the breath out of the body. Pull the pelvic floor up, the belly in, and bring the chin into the chest. See how long you can stay without breath. And when you need to, release the pelvic floor, the belly, the chin, and take an inhale. And let's all bring the feet down on the floor, roll to one side, and remove the block or whatever support you have from underneath you. Good. Now, from here, we're going to cross the right leg over the left. And if you can, cross the shin underneath the left shin. And then with the arms, we're going to do the same, eagle arms. If the right is on top, then the left elbow will be on top. Right leg on top, left elbow on top. Pull the elbows up and away from your face. And then bring the tailbone down towards the floor, belly down towards the floor. And on your next inhale, stay here. When you exhale, lift the knees and the elbows, trying to touch them. And come and inhale back onto the floor. Exhale, come into a little bowl. Inhale, open up. Keep squeezing the elbows, the wrists, the knees, and the ankles. And let's do one more time and stay here. Just waking up the fire in the belly. Keep squeezing the knees and the elbows towards one another, pulling the belly down. And remember to breathe. Engage your ujjayi breath here maybe. Or simply breathe long, deep, smooth inhales and exhales. Relax your face. And then slowly come back down. Touch the floor with your feet, and if you can, with your fingers. And then release the arms to the side so they're perpendicular to the body. And then you're going to come into a twist to the right. Sorry, no, to the left. So the legs are going over to the left. Turn the head towards your right arm. Try and keep your right shoulder on the floor. And breathe. Every exhale, see if you can bring that knee a little closer to the ground. And then bring the knee a little closer towards the chest. So bend the knees a little higher towards the body. And feel where the stretch goes. Take another breath before you push the knees further down, away from the chest. And then also notice how this affects your spine. Good. One more breath. And let's move back to the center. From here, crossing the left shin on top of the right. If you can, the shin under the opposite shin. It doesn't need to go all the way under. If it doesn't, just squeeze the knees, squeeze the ankles together. Now the right elbow goes on top of the left, intertwine the forearms, pull the arms away from the face and up to eye level. Take a couple of breaths here. Bring the belly down towards the floor. And taking an inhale here, crunching up. On your exhale, inhaling, stretching the body, opening up. Exhale, crunching up, elbows to the knees, squeezing the knees and the ankles, the elbows and the wrists into a tiny little ball. 2 more times. And last time, we're going to stay here and breathe, Ujjayi breath, or simply long, smooth breaths. In and out through the nose. Relax your face. Really pull the belly button down. One more breath. And on your next inhale, open the body. Enjoy the stretch in the belly. Touch your fingertips and your toes down to the floor if you can. And then open the arms sideways so they're perpendicular to the body. Bring the knee down towards your right. Look towards the left side. Left shoulder on the floor. If you want, you can bring the knees a little higher towards your chest and see how that affects the stretch in the spine. And then push the knee further down away from the chest. And again, feel into the body. You must be already feeling how your spine is lengthening, waking up. We've done a back bend, a twist. And let's bring the knees back to center. Now we're going to straighten the legs and walk them over to the left. So walking the legs over to the left as much as you can, and then cross the right ankle on top of the left. Stretch the arms above the head, grab your right wrist with the left palm, and bend over to the left. This is called bananasana. It comes from banana. So you should be curved like a little banana lying on the floor, stretching. Feel the length from your right heel all the way to your right fingertips. And breathe in to the right side of the rib cage. The right waist, the right hip, everything is being stretched at the moment. A beautiful, relaxing asana. And one more breath. And then slowly, body back to the center, legs and feet walking over to the right. Now cross your left ankle over the right. Grab your left wrist and bend the body in the opposite direction. A curved banana. Lying flat on the floor. Now check that your left shoulder is not lifting. Feel the length now along the left side. The outer leg, the hip, the waist, the rib cage, the armpit, the shoulder. One more breath. And then slowly, let's come back to the center. Bring your knees in. So bring them as close to your hips as you can. You can even lift the hips and bring them forwards. Keep your feet in line with your hips, your knees in line with your hips. Press the palms down, turn the tailbone, inhale, and slowly lift the top body away from the floor. Keep your knees over your ankles. Keep your knees a little bit closer, James. Yes. Here, there is an option to interlace the hands behind your back and roll the shoulders in towards one another. Keep lifting the hips. Feel the stretch in the front of the body, in the front of your legs, the belly, the chest. Knees are traveling forwards and the feet are firmly grounded on the floor. Take another inhalation here. Really open up the front of the body. And then slowly exhale, release all the way down. Now we're going to start moving the arms and the tailbone off the floor when you inhale, and exhale slowly, arms and tail down on the floor. Inhale up, exhale vertebra by vertebra. Take your time, enjoy the movement. Feel the undulations in your spine. You are oiling the joints, bringing juice, life, and oxygen to the entire spine. And next time, the hips and the arms are back. Stay there. Now we're going to leave the hips where they are. And here there is an option to bring the elbows down on the floor. And if you can, with your palms, support the small of your back with the fingers pointing forwards. Sideways. If this is too much, simply leave the palms again down on the floor. But this is slightly deeper back bend, but at the same time provides you with a support. For the last few breaths, we're going to inhale and lift the right leg up. Point the toes, or you can flex them if you want to work into the back of your thighs. And then slowly bring the leg down. And let's do the same on the left. Maybe point and flex a couple of times. And then bring down. And then let's release the palms and then slowly release the tail down on the floor and give yourself a hug. Bring the knees in. a little counter pose to all the opening up the front of the body. Now we're closing the front of the body. Maybe rock gently side to side. And then from here, let's tuck the chin in, lift the head and the shoulders away from the floor and come into a little bow. Squeeze the knees in, chin to the chest. Take a deep inhale here and a full exhalation. On your next inhalation, we're going to straighten both the legs and the arms in the air and hold there. Keep breathing, relax the face. One more breath. And exhale, become that little ball again. Inhale, stretch. And exhale, little ball. Inhale, long spine. Bring those legs a little lower, arms a little lower, open the shoulders. Exhale, little ball. 2 more times. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, tuck. And then let's stretch and stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tuck and release the head, the shoulders down. And then from here, we're going to roll up and down. Up and down. Massage that spine. All the way to the neck. Take your time. Enjoy it if you can. If there's no one to give you massages like me, self-massage is the best. So then finally coming up to a cross-seated position and transfer the weight forwards. Lift the hips, press the outer edges of your feet and step walk or jump back in plank. And let's take just a couple of breaths in plank, really straightening the body, opening the shoulders, looking forwards, smiling, pulling the belly in, tucking the tailbone down. And exhale, push the hips up. Stretch the body in downward facing dog. Good, I'm already very hot. I hope that your bodies are warming up too. Here, let's remember to spread the fingers, roll the shoulders out, and pull them back and away from your ears. If you need to walk the dog, you can start bending knees. If you prefer to stay still, stay still. If you need to do any other movements in down dog, feel free to do so. You can keep the knees bent. This is the first down dog of the day, so your body is still stiff. Press the chest towards your thighs and send the heels towards the back. Good. And let's take another inhalation. And on your next inhale, look forwards. Come on your tippy toes. And then bring the right knee to the chest. And then keep looking between your hands. Come a little more forwards. Lean over to the left. Cup your right fingers and step the right leg through. So I'm going to turn that way so I can see what you're doing. Good. And let's move forwards and back. Up and down. And then drop the left knee down on the floor. And then from here, we're going to come into Low lunge. First bringing the arms up and then circle them back. And exhale to bring them behind your back. Interlace the fingers, grab your strap, and let's stay here in this nice chest opening, back bending pose. Most of all, feeling your spine lengthening, pushing the right foot and the left knee into the floor. Okay, just take another breath or two. I just need to remove that top because I'm really hot. Good. And then from here, where were we? Here. Let's come forwards. Placing the left hand down on the floor, next to your right foot. Turning the body, swiveling the chest towards the right. Stretch the right arm up towards the sky. And stack your shoulders. Stack the top shoulder over the left, and then feel the expansion in your chest and move the shoulder blades towards one another. Here there is an option to bring the back knee off the floor, or you can continue keeping it down. Take another breath, and on your exhale, we're going to bring the arm to the front. So arm is pointing down, palm is pointing down. Well, we are stretching it towards the front. Now also open that shoulder, open the chest towards the ceiling. Feel the length every time you inhale. Every time you exhale, feel the waist becoming smaller. Pull the belly in. Very nice. One more breath. And then exhale, release. Take a breather. Good. From here, let's exhale and straighten the front leg, or bring it as close to straight as you can in pyramid pose. Grab your blocks. Now here the intention will be with every breath to lengthen the spine a little more. Roll the right hip back, the left hip forwards. And come really high on your back toe as you are in very, very high stilettos. Pull the belly in every time you exhale. Take another deep inhalation. And then exhale, bend the front knee. Good. Now make your thighs really strong, your core. Pull the pelvic floor up and lift yourself into a high lunge. Now, very important that your knees over your ankle. If it isn't, walk the back leg a bit more forwards. Take an inhale, lengthen, and on your exhale, point the left arm forwards, the right arm backwards, bending the other way, the other left forward. Yeah, good. Turn your head to look towards your back arm. Point the palms to the front. Take another inhale and reverse. So the right arm touches the back leg, the left arm stretches. Yeah, feel your spine growing longer, arching the chest, opening. One more breath, and then exhale, frame the front foot. Inhale, push back in, what's it called? Plank. Take an inhale, shoulders over the wrists, strong body. Exhale, your choice. Knees, chest, and chin, or chaturanga. Elbows by the side of the body. Inhale, slide forwards, cobra, or maybe up dog. Roll the shoulders back. Let's feel the pose here. Staying for a couple more breaths. Lengthen the front of the body. Open the chest. Press the pubic bone and the tops of the feet into the floor. And exhale. Downward facing dog. Really long spine. Bend the knees, but don't compromise the straight spine. Roll the shoulders out. Feel how your armpits are opening with every exhale, and they're moving closer to the ground. Very nice. Okay, one more breath. And then inhale, come on your toes, really, really high on the toes. Good. Now bend the left knee up and bring it as close to your chest as you can. Now look between your hands, transfer the weight as if for plank. Keep pushing the floor. Come on the right, cup your left fingers. Drop the hips and start moving forwards and back, up and down. And let's drop the back knee down. And rise up. Arms up. And then from here, circle them back once and keep them there, grabbing your strap or interlacing. If you're interlacing, now the other little pinky finger on top. Push into the floor with your foot and your knee. Lengthen through the spine. Open the chest. Shoulder blades moving towards one another. Deep, long breaths. Relax the face. And on your next exhale, release. Coming forwards. Leaving the right hand next to your left foot. And then slowly with the left arm, as if you're grabbing something from the floor and pulling it, as if you've got an elastic band, and pull it up towards the sky, stretch it. Roll the chest open, stacking the left shoulder over the right, and bring the shoulder blades towards one another. Option to lift the back knee if you did it on the other side. Soften the face and breathe. Keep looking up. And then on your next inhale, you're going to stretch that arm forwards. Palm down, shoulder open, and kick your heel back. Stretch your fingers forwards. Feel that spine lengthening, that shoulder opening. One more breath. And exhale. Frame the front foot. From here, take your blocks and push your hips back, straightening the left leg. Come on the toes of your back leg, really, really high heels. Roll the left hip back, right hip forwards. Inhale, push your hips back and the crown of the head forward. Keep your chin tucked in. It always helps with the neck. On your exhale, pull the belly strongly in. 2 more. Face soft. Mind relaxed. And on your next inhale, bend the front knee. Make sure the knee is over the ankle. Back leg is strong. Inhale, coming up. High lunge. And when you exhale, right arm forwards, left arm back. So you're in a twist. Yeah. Palms are looking forwards. Try and straighten your back leg. And if you're leaning forwards, come back up. And then reverse, left arm back. Stretch the right arm. Stretch open the right side of the chest. Right armpit. One more breath. And then exhale, frame the front foot. Inhale, push the floor, slide the leg back into a plank. And exhale, go through vinyasa. Inhale, staying on in the back bend for 3 breaths, or doing push-ups, up to you. If you're in the back bend, really make point of lengthening the front of the body, rolling the shoulders back, and exhale, downward facing dog. So taking 5 breaths in down dog, or if you want, rest in child's pose, rolling the shoulders out, pressing the hands into the floor, the chest to the thighs. Turn the tailbone up. Feel the backs of the legs opening. Send the heels back. Take 1 more breath. And then exhale, bring the knees down on the floor. And let's take child's pose. Release the hands, the wrists, even the fingers. Make sure there's no tension. Elbows should be touching the floor. And really make a conscious effort to relax your shoulders, your neck. It's strange, we are holding on so much tension. Every time I remember to relax my shoulders and my neck, I feel that there is tension and I can relax even a little bit more. Really soften. Really let go of the holding, of the stress, of the contraction. Become soft and easy. Monitor your breath. Make sure you're breathing in and out through the nose, with a constriction at the back of your throat. Making your inhalations and exhalations equal in length. And then from here, let's simply walk your fingers a little bit more forward. You can even look forward. Walk them out as if you're trying to bring your arms out of your armpits. So if you are not asleep and you're still with me, look forward. Walk your fingers forwards, as far forwards as you can, without changing the position of your hips. Your hips are still sitting down. You're simply trying to lengthen your arms forwards. Come on your fingers and really walk those fingers as far forwards as you can. Breathe into the shoulder blades, into the armpits. And then from here, walk those hands over to the left without changing the position of your hips. Walk them over to the left, as far to the left as you can. And sit towards your right heel. Feel the stretch along the right. If you can, place your right hand on top of your left hand to deepen the stretch. Very nice. 1 more breath. And then coming again on your fingertips, cupping the floor. Walk slowly, no rush. Do a semicircle over to the right, walking as far right as you can. Maybe your left hand grabs your right or your right wrist. Relax the forehead down. And really consciously shift the left hip closer towards your left heel. Feel the length along the left side. Take another inhale. And then inhale, coming back to the center. From here, we're going to lift the hips so they're over the knees. Stretch the arms forwards for puppy. Open them as wide as your mat and release the chest down towards the floor. Either the chin, the forehead, or one of your cheeks is down on the floor. Consciously keep turning that tailbone up towards the sky, but engage your belly, protect your lower back. Very good. 2 more breaths. Feel how the armpits are coming closer to the ground every exhale you take. Good. Now let's come forward on our elbows. For Sphinx pose. So roll the shoulders back. Again, press the feet into the floor and roll the little toes out. Good. Either staying here or continuing with straighter arms. Roll the shoulders back, shoulder blades together. Feel the length in your belly. Pubic bone down into the floor. Good. Now, place the left elbow down on the floor and your left arm diagonally in front of you. Bring the right heel towards you, and with the help of the right hand, press it towards your bum. You might need a little strap. Now push the elbow into the floor. Really engage your left shoulder instead of collapsing. So pushing. Exactly the same action as you have in headstand. And keep pulling that heel towards you. Feel the length along the front of the body, the belly. Very nice. 2 more long, deep breaths. Feel the opening in the front of your leg as well. And relax. Now, place the right elbow down, your right shin kind of diagonally, palm pressing down. So look at my action in the shoulder. Now I've dropped down. Now I've pushed. So engage that shoulder and then bring the left heel towards your left buttock. Good. If you can, twist to look towards a ceiling behind the shoulder. Your belly is engaged too. One final breath. And then release. And let's see how much time we've got. Not much. So let's stretch. So we're going to stay on our chest, on our front, stretching the arms perpendicularly with the palms facing down. Good. Now, let's walk the feet over to the left. Not much, just diagonally, a bit to the left. And then we're going to turn the body to the left and lift the left leg up, straighten the leg, and then slowly continue turning the body and touch the floor behind you with that straight leg. Keep that right arm stretching forwards and diagonally. I hope it didn't break Emma's vase. Almost. So let me have a look at what you're doing. So you are trying to stretch the left leg and the right, in the left arm diagonally. So in order to come deeper into that stretch, simply, if your leg is down on the floor, simply walk your left fingertips forwards, slightly diagonally away from the body. Now this, for anatomic reasons, will be slightly more difficult for the ladies, but stay with it. Breathe into the length of your spine. One more deep, long breath. And exhale fully. And then engage your core. Lift that leg up first, so the left leg goes up. And then slowly, very slowly, you're going to turn towards the front and bring the leg down. Now stay a few moments here and feel into the different parts of the body, the left side and the right side. And then let's walk your feet a little bit over to the right, keeping your palms down on the floor, arms perpendicular to the body. Start rolling the body open towards the right and lift the right leg up. And then slowly, with control, use your core muscles. Start bringing that leg straight as possible behind you until it touches the floor. So it doesn't need to be very far behind you. Once it touches the floor, focus on your right hand. Walk your right fingertips more forwards. Bring that right chest closer to the ground without lifting the back leg off the floor. This is a brilliant back stretch that I learned from one of my favorite teachers in Copenhagen. Okay, let's have 3 more breaths there where you are. So keep stretching that right arm, regulating the stretch with it, bringing the right chest closer to the ground. And then slowly engage your core. Lift that leg up first. And then helping with the palms. Slowly, slowly, you're going to come back to the center. Be very careful. And release the leg down. Good. Now open your legs as wide as your mat. Actually, your feet. And turn the heels out. So toes in, heels out. Place the hands in front of you, one on top of the other. Palms one on top of the other. And relax the forehead. This is crocodile pose. So James, try and turn the toes in towards one another. Yeah, and the heels out. This will release your lower back. Lengthen it. And let's just breathe deeply into the pose. Allow everything to release. Soften your belly.
Soften your forehead. And feel how the chest is expanding downwards, sideways, upwards with every inhalation. And contracting with every exhalation. Make these as long as you can. Feeling the expansion, the spaces between your ribs, your vertebra expanding, and then contracting when you exhale. So we brought in a lot of juice and life to your spine today with all the twisting and extending. And it's very important for the spine to move. Whatever little exercise you do a day, don't forget about it. And then from here, slowly, without disturbing yourself too much, you're going to turn to lie on your back. Or if you prefer, you can sit down for a short meditation. I'm giving you the option. So if you're in Shavasana, allow the limbs to be totally relaxed, soft. Turn the palms up so you avoid the sensation of touch. Allow the feet to flop sideways. No tension in the ankles, in your toes. Relax your calves, your thighs, your hips, and your belly. Relax the chest, soften the shoulders. Again, release any tension in the neck and the shoulders, the upper arms. Relax the wrists, the palms of the hands. And then consciously relax every muscle in the face, the forehead, the eyebrows. Relax the eyes into their eye sockets. The jaws. Relax the lips and unclench the teeth. Full and deep relaxation. Let go of any control of the breath. And take the next 5 minutes to fully relax. let go, and sink into the earth. So take this time to rest a little longer and make your Shavasana a little more extended. Or if you wish, you can start waking up the body and coming back. Whichever way you choose, I wish you a great day. And thank you for joining me again. I'll see you on Sunday.